Hello, Brian Weeks here again with another MMCD contract consideration. This video clip will cover the topic of what are the contract documents? This is not as simple a question as it might appear before consideration. Let's start with a reminder that the Supreme Court of Canada set out the rules of the game in decisions starting with the Ron Engineering case in 1981. In that judgment, the court said that there is a contract A between an owner and every bidder who provides a valid tender response. Then there will be a contract B between the owner and the selected bidder who becomes the contractor. The terms of contract A are mostly set out in the instructions to tenderers, but can also include implied terms of general practice as well as conditions set out in other tender documents. We will have another contract consideration video on how to write terms for contract A. But for now, just keep in mind that some of the documents under discussion today apply primarily to Contract A and others to Contract B. To make the tendering and bidding processes easier for owners and contractors, the MMCD Association provides most of the necessary documents in either final form or in a form where only the specifics for a single contract need to be added. For example, the general conditions, standard specifications, and standard detail drawings are essentially complete and may not need to be altered at all. The instructions to tenderers, the form of tender, and some other documents are available as partial templates which need to have items added which are unique to the contract, such as the name of the owner and the project. The two tables presented here show the components of a complete tender package, together with the entity responsible for the format of the document and the entity responsible for the content of the document. As one example, look at the schedule of quantities and prices, a document where everyone does a bid. The MMCD Association provides a template with much of the boilerplate format and basic content from which the owner or his consultant chooses which items to use and then adds additional items as necessary for the specific project. In addition, the owner or consultant will determine what quantities are to be set for each item. Then, during the bidding, the contractor adds the content of the unit prices and extends the amounts for submission. Owners usually generate supplementary general conditions, supplementary specifications, and supplementary detailed drawings, commonly referred to with the group name supplementaries. These are used to standardize the way that construction is to be done for that owner. The MMCDA recognizes that there are valid reasons for adding supplementaries, but we encourage owners to minimize them since adding a great many supplementaries defeats the purpose and the benefits of a standardized document. In addition, the MMCD Association will issue approved supplementaries from time to time to correct errors in the base documents or to keep them current as laws and construction techniques evolve. These approved supplementaries are posted on the association website for download by owners and consultants. It is vital for owners, bidders, and contract administrators, inspectors, and the selected contractor to understand that an approved supplementary from the MMCDA website does not automatically become part of an owner's contract. Although approved by the MMCDA board, the approved supplementaries only become part of any contract when the owner includes it as part of the supplementaries included with the tender documents and lists it on the schedule of contract documents attached to the form of agreement. Only the documents listed on Schedule 1 to the form of agreement, or those referenced by a document on that list, become contract documents. No other documents are binding on the owner or the contractor. I'd like to address one more topic before I close. This is the concept of document hierarchy. While the MMCD is carefully written to avoid conflict between documents, modifying the base documents to prepare a tender package always has the opportunity to create this type of problem. For example, Suppose one of the design drawings calls up one type of asphalt, but the standard specifications say something different. How is a bidder to know which to use? Well, the MMCD includes General Condition GC 2.2.4, which ranks the documents like a deck of cards, with the higher ranking documents overruling lesser ranked ones. So the bidder would look to GC 2.2.4 to see that specifications outrank drawings, so that the requirement of the specification is the one to bid. There is one quirk to the document hierarchy. The hierarchy is only useful if the conflict occurs between different ranked documents. What happens if the conflict occurs within the same document or between documents of the same rank? Under a general legal principle called Contra Preferentum, the party which did not create the documents would have their reasonable interpretation upheld. In our situation, that means the contractor gets to choose. You can be sure that the contractor will, quite rightly, choose the less expensive option, as that improves his chances of winning the bid. So the message here is to check your documents carefully and minimize or eliminate conflicts. Otherwise, change orders will be needed. So, to summarize, the MMCD provides the base documents and the basic templates for many of the documents necessary for both Contract A and Contract B. These documents are modified by owners and consultants through the use of supplementaries to create a complete, unique tender package. Only the documents listed in Schedule 1 to the form of agreement become contract documents. It is essential that if an owner wishes to include MMCDA approved supplementaries, they must be listed in Schedule 1. The document hierarchy is used to resolve conflicts between documents of different ranks, but where the conflict cannot be resolved using the terms of the documents, the legal principle of Contra Preferentum allows the contractor to choose. I hope this has helped clarify this contract consideration. Please check our website for further assistance and to see what other topics are presented in this series. Thanks for watching.